so sorry I'm late. Just wait for Facebook to let everyone know that I am online. Here I am. I can see myself. Hello. I'll just wait for Facebook to let everyone know that I'm here. And bring some more light onto the subject, I think, today. It's a bit dull. If you're here, jump on, say hello. Hello, Linda. How are you? I hope you are well. Sorry I don't get to see my face today and what is happening. No, I'm still okay. Just I had a bit of a pause thing happening on my screen. I don't understand what's going on. Something's a bit flaky. Hey, Beryl. Nice to have you here. Why is I can't get any focus? There we go. We're focused now. I hope we don't have a day of internet issues again, but anyway, we will see how we go. Now, you don't get to see my face today. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a hot mess today. I'm sorry to get my chair sorted. Oh my goodness. I have a new nerve condition on my face that started today. Oh, it's nasty. It's like someone's stabbing me in the one spot with a big needle. And it's very, very, very painful. Worse than shingles. Anyway, so that's why you don't see me today, because I'm a bit of a hot mess. And if you hear me pause or exclaim, then I'm probably in pain. But we'll see how we go. So, not going to keep you too long because I'm not sure how far I can go. But I want to make this card. So it's a really simple card, but it's got lots of different techniques in it, and I just thought it was really pretty. So I wanted to recreate it and show you what I did. Yes, Beryl, I made it through the team video. I was very surprised. But anyway, alright, so what I'm using for this is the Pine Tree Punch. And if I go off camera, let me know. The blue adhesive backed gems, which are really pretty. You get a dark blue and a light blue. The Tasteful Textures 3D embossing folder. The Winter Snow embossing folder. The Perfectly Played stamp set. Now I've only used this for the sentiment, so I haven't used the stamps for the trees. And the Stitched Stars dies, because I need stars for the top of my trees. So, and an aqua painter and the Balmy Blue ink pad. Okay, so that's what I'm using today to make this card. Now, while I'm doing it, I just want to also let you know I am doing a Christmas Advent calendar. So every day on the run-up to Christmas, I will have a graphic and a special deal that I'll pop up every day. They are different every day, and they're only for that particular day. That's a lot of day, isn't it, in that sentence? But anyway, so today's Advent calendar, today's the 2nd. Yes, I missed yesterday's, so I don't know what happened. I just missed yesterday's. So I put today's up, and it's like day 1 and 2. So today's deal is free shipping on any orders placed today, and you'll get a voucher for the value of your shipping. So you have to pay the shipping up front when you place an order online. If you call me though and place your order, then you won't pay for shipping. But if you order online, there's no way I can have you not pay the shipping, because that's a Stampin' Up system. And I will though send you a voucher for the value of the shipping for you to use at a later date. So, but make sure you just pop onto my Facebook page every day. I've scheduled them all to post around 11:30ish, middle of the day-ish, I guess, with a new deal every day that's only valid till midnight that night. So, hey Kathy, how are you? Alright, so let's get started on this card. I have a normal white, Whisper White tent fold card. So I've just got a piece of A4 Whisper White cardstock, cut it right up the middle, folded it, and I have my tent fold card. Then I have a piece of the Balmy Glue glitter paper, and I know I can hear people gasping because a lot of people use the middle to die cut out shapes, and then they use that as their mat because it is only a mat. It's getting covered by another piece of Whisper White, but I just can't bring myself to do that. I don't know, I just use the whole thing because then it gives me an excuse to buy more when I go through it really fast. So hey, that's, you know, that's how I do it. But a good tip if you are looking at saving money is to use the middle of it to die cut it, or even just cut like a frame, and then that piece you take out you can use on something else. But I use the whole thing. So that's just a little bit smaller. It's probably 1/4 inch smaller than the card front. And then I've got this piece which is smaller again, another 1/4 inch smaller. And this is a bit we're going to run through and emboss. So I don't know if you can see on this card, it was on my blog a few days ago, I can't remember when now. But I've actually embossed this piece of Whisper White with the Winter Snow embossing folder. So I'll just do that now. I'm not even going to try and bring my embossing machine over. The Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I just don't have the strength for that today, so you know, it is what it is. Alright, so this is a normal embossing folder, so I don't need any special plates. Just going to whiz that through. Exciting news, if you've been hanging out with the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, or the mini boss as I'm going to call it, it will be available for you all to purchase when the mini catalogue is starts, which is the 5th of January. How exciting. I actually ordered mine yesterday. Woohoo. And it should be here next week. Can't wait. Alright, so this is the embossing folder. This white. Now I've done a little bit of a watercolour on it. Just so the white trees, sorry I've taken that off camera, so the white trees stand out. Now what I'm going to do is punch those trees so I can place them on here so I know where to do my watercolouring. So just 3 these pine trees. I love this punch. I so hope it continues through to the next annual catalogue because it's great punch. Alright, so I'm just going to put them on here for placement just so I know how far up I want to watercolour. So I want to do like there. And what I could do if I was smart is make a mark on my paper, my grid paper, but I'm not that smart. Right, I need my ink refill for that. Bear with me. I think this is Balmy Blue. Yes, Balmy Blue. And that's a good tip. If you have lots of ink refills, I have mine sitting sort of all next to each other on the top of our storage for our inks. It's hard to see the label. So just get matching cardstock, punch a little hole. I've just got a single hole punch that, oh my gosh, it's a silver handheld one that it was my dad's from years and years ago. I remember him using it when I was growing up. That's how old it is. And I just punch out a colour of the cardstock to match, use a mini glue dot, stick it on top, and then at a glance I can see what colours my ringers are, so I can grab the one I need quite quickly. So I don't have to like pull them all up, look at the label, and because even with my glasses on I find that hard to read, but I can tell roughly by the colour of the lid that I have the right ink, and I just confirm that before I tip it out though. Alright, so I want to water this down quite a lot. I don't want too dark a blue. So I'm just squeezing the aqua painter to get the water in the lid. Now I move my little trees off. And I'm just lightly going over. I don't want to put too much on because the normal Whisper White can't take a lot of water and it'll start pilling and going a bit yucky. So it's just a bit of a background to the trees so they stand out and they don't get lost on the white background. no rhyme and reason to this colouring. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit patchy, darker in places, lighter in others. Doesn't worry me. Alright, now I'm just going to place those trees roughly where I want them, so I can see if I've got enough on there, and I think I do. Yes, I'm happy with that. I'm going to need a little bit more down in this bottom left corner. There we go. Always clean your aqua painter when you're finished with your colour. Just rub it on scrap paper to get rid of that colour out of it. So then it's ready for next time you go to use it, because you'll guarantee you won't test it before you use it next time. You just grab it and use it, and you might create a lovely shade of another colour you don't want. Now I'm just going to heat set this just to dry it quicker. Alright, I think that's probably dry enough, and yes, your paper will curl, but it's okay. We're going to glue it down. Now little trees, you probably can't see in the card, and I don't know whether I can successfully show you by doing this, but they've actually got a bit of texture to them, and to achieve that, I've just run them through the Tasteful Textures 3D embossing folder. Now this is a thicker embossing folder, so when you're using the Boss, our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, herein known as the Boss, you just use the one acrylic plate and nothing else. So I'm just going to pop these in. Alright, let's get these embossed. My little plate. Hang on a minute. Alright. Hopefully our trees are embossed now. The dimensional is going to be embossed in there as well. What a bonus. Oh no, it's on the outside. Alright, so we've got some texture now on our trees. They are drawn with dimensionals. So if you're here, jump in and say hello. This is an easy card, but a little bit time consuming because there's a fair bit of texture and different steps to it, I guess. So probably not a card you want to do mass produced for everyone on your Christmas card list, but definitely one for the special people on your list. And I also wanted to do this card to show you that you don't necessarily have to always stamp on a card, and your punches can be used alone. They don't need to be always punched out the stamped image. So I haven't used the stamp set for the trees on this card. I've just used it for our sentiment. So I'll bring this one back in, you probably can't see that. So I'd love if you could share my video too, so that all your crafty friends can see it as well. They might pick up a tip or two, or be inspired to make a card like this. If ever you create any of my cards, which you're more than welcome to do, then just tag me in the post or send me a message with a picture of your card. I'd love to see what you create that I've inspired you to create. Even if it's not the same, like use bits and pieces of it and change it to your own. I'd still love to see it. Right, now I have used all the light blue I got adhesive back gems on these trees, and I don't have enough, so I think I might use the dark ones on this one. What do you reckon? I'm not using that top one because I've pushed it off the adhesive, so it might not stick. No, I've got like the adhesive bit under it, sort of off to one side, so I won't use that one. Okay, so our trees are baubled up. Now for the stars, I don't have a punch or anything that will do stars. Hey Cleta, how are you? Good to see you here. So what I've used for the stars is our stitched stars dies. And it's just this one. And the bonus of using this is I'll have extra stars and the swirly bit left over that I can use another time. Let me just get everything else out of the way. And I'm going to run this through a couple of times just to make sure that it cuts, because it's thicker material than our cardstock. Sorry if it shakes the camera. I hope everyone's got all their Christmas cards sorted. Mine are all made. And a lot of them are written in already. I just need to post them. I haven't bought Christmas stamps. I keep forgetting to go buy Christmas stamps. Alright, so there's our die cut. We'll just pop that out. So I just want some of these smaller stars. And I've got a beautiful blue glittery, oops, turn around. Blue glittery star swirly thing. That's what I'm calling it. I can use on another project. So let's take this star in here. And this one. Okay, there's our 3 stars. So that is now for another card with a few bonus stars thrown in. Pretty. I love this balmy blue glitter paper. It's beautiful. That's spare. That will go in my little stash. That's what I want. Stash. Alright, now you'll notice on this card, so it's a hair that's on there, I used a retired glimmer paper. That's very naughty of me. So I thought these ones I would do balmy blue. And these stars are really, really little. So even a mini dimensional is too big for them. So I just cut them in half. already be off, and I've probably just dulled that now. And that's still too big. Let's not use that one. Let's not use that one. Let's cut another one in half, or actually just take some off the edge. I think might be better. I can get that skinnier. And smaller. That's better. Oh no, I pulled the whole thing off. Oh, you stick. See? Now it's listening. Alright. So I'm just putting these at the very tip of the tree and putting in the dimensional on it so that it's raised the same height as the tree. Except I might have got the top of the tree stuck under that dimensional then. I must admit, this is a little bit fiddly to do, so if you don't want to do this, you can just stick your star onto the very tip of the tree. It just means it will come down a little bit more onto the tree, but that's okay, because this is very fiddly. Last one, we're getting there. So that's why I said this is not card you want to do mass produced, because it's a little fiddly. But we have our stars and our trees. Our trees are decorated. Now before I go any further, I'm going to glue this on to my glimmer paper. I'm going to put lots and lots of glue. Sometimes that glimmer paper, things don't want to stick. Just make sure my border is even all the way around. And then hold it. So this is where I need elevator music. Or I could sing a Christmas carol. No, maybe not. And make sure that it sticks. It takes a little while to grab onto the glimmer paper, so don't stick it on and expect it to be stuck straight away. It will take a little while to grab. And then I like to also press from this side just to make sure. Because I've got the raised trees on the front, I can't give it a really good press all over. I can from the back. Then that's just going to go onto my card base. Make sure my card's opening the right way. Okay. We are nearly there. We just have our sentiment to do. So while I'm getting the sentiment done, I just wanted to remind everyone all my upcoming events. Hop onto my newsletter, because that is where you will find all the latest events and registrations. I do pop things on my Facebook page, but Facebook doesn't always show everything to everyone, so you may miss out. And if you subscribe to my newsletter, you won't miss out, because all the details will be in the newsletter and it will be in your inbox whenever you want to read it. Now, we're just going to stamp our sentiment, and I've used Night of Navy ink for that, which I didn't get out, so here we go. Thank you, Linda. Now my piece of cardstock is too big for my sentiment, so I'm going to stamp it down the bottom to the left and then trim. There we Now you may have struggled in the past with trying to trim a little bit of cardstock like this because you can't get your fingers in under the trimmer. Now I'm using our older trimmer. I do have a new one, but I'm using the older one because I went through a period where I had that bad wrist, so I couldn't use that trimmer. Now, this cutting off this side is fine. Use your grid lines. It doesn't have to be down the bottom, up the top. I can't get that bit on camera, so I'm going to use the grid lines actually on the trimmer to get it where I want it to be. As long as it's parallel to here, then I know I'm pretty well right. If I hold it and go slow, that's good. Now this bit, try doing that without it moving. What a mess. Never going to work. So everyone's got some washi tape in their stash somewhere. This is where your washi tape comes in. Line it up where you want to trim it. And again, use the grids on your trimmer if you don't want to put it top or bottom. And even sometimes top and bottom, the gap is like an inch between the bars, so it's not going to hold it anyway. And because washi tape sometimes pulls the fibres of the cardstock off, try and put your washi tape on the bit where you're going to throw it away. So I'm going to hold this in place with this washi tape, and this bit I'm going to throw off. So if it pulls a bit of card away, it's not going to matter. Phone call came in, you cut them short. Oh, peril. The stamp set I've used, perfectly played. And it goes with the punch. So these stamps here punch out with the pine tree punch. Alright, so there we go. Nice and easy. It didn't slip, it didn't move. Perfectly trimmed, small piece of cardstock for our sentiment. So I love my washi tape for that. It is brilliant. So I hope you haven't, I hope you use that tip because it's very handy. Alright, so then sentiments on dimensionals and we are done. Told you it's going to be a quick one today. Sorry, I just moved my water bottle out of the way. I can't get to my bigger dimensionals. May this season be wrapped in love and joy. Alright, just going to pop it down the bottom here. And there we go. Done. Nice and simple, quick card. Well, not too quick a card. I've been on here for 24 minutes, so I guess it's probably taken me 20 minutes to make this card. Like I said, not one you want to mass produce, because if you have hundreds to make, you'll be making them for weeks if you were to make this. I suppose once you get into a process, like you batch them all together, so you do all your trees or your embossing together and then all your watercolouring, wouldn't take too long. But it would take a lot longer than a simpler cut. So thank you for joining me, everyone. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you back here next Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. I will put the link above when this video is finished, so that you get all the updates of what's going on, all the specials, free tutorials, all details about all my events. And also, if you're not already or follow my Facebook page, then please do so, because I have my Christmas Advent going on every day up to Christmas, including Christmas Day. I have a special that is for only that day. So something different every day, and you might not like all of them, obviously, but some of them I'm sure you would appreciate. And if you have any questions at all or need any help with anything, then please don't hesitate to contact me, message me, or call me, or email me. And what else? I think that's all I had to cover today. And I'll see you all next week. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a fantastic week and stay safe. Bye-bye.